Good morning.
Hey, yo, what the?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Tuesday edition of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes. My name is Santa Claus. I am joined by journalist Jake and Sarge. And before we get into some talk about Minnesota sports, let's talk about Captain's Patch, folks. Jake here and I are going to be going to the G-Spot to watch the Minnesota Wild take on the Nashville Predators. And yes, I did see some of the Epstein photos, not those types of Predators, a different type of Predator, the Nashville Predators. But if you're going to the game tonight, get it in sections 105, 115, C13, and enjoy it around the holidays. You know, there's nothing better than being at the X or the G-Spot. You know, the Captain's Patch in hand. I'm actually going to be wearing. I can't do the beard with.
Yeah, dude.
It's just a hair gets in my mouth.
You're gonna end up having a hairball like a cat. That'd
Yeah.
be disgusting. A human hairball.
Yeah.
Over from a Santa beard. That's gross.
The good news is I made my dark joke when my face was mostly covered, so you couldn't really tell who it was.
Right, exactly. So now we don't know who said it. So now you're safe. You're not gonna get shot.
Uncancelable.
We are playing the Nashville Epsteins tonight.
Correct. Yes. We got the Preds. Since our last episode, by the way, the Wild have defeated the Capitals, the Blue Jackets, which, by the way, Dean Evison with some all-time quotes last week.
About the trade especially, right?
Yeah, about the trade. He said, like, Billy couldn't have made that trade when I was here.
Yeah, right.
And then when the local Minnesota media was asking him about what he thinks could be or what he thinks about the Wild now compared to when he coached, he said better coaching.
Yeah.
So he's just always full of humor.
That's great. No, I've always loved Dean Evison. He always had a great demeanor about him, and I just love how he's just laughing about the whole situation.
Yeah, he's
playing
like
his former team.
he can be the most serious guy in the room, but also be an absolute jokester.
Well, talk about serious. He can be terrifying.
Yeah.
He can be the most terrifying guy, just staring at you with his eyes like, has this guy blinked in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't know. But then also he just makes jokes like that. But he is kind of one of those guys where he is so serious. We're like, is he cracking a joke or is he trying to kill me right now?
Right.
So, but no, it's good to see a little humor come out of the former coach. I always liked Dean Evison, formerly known as Creed, I guess, too, or AKA Creed. I do kind of miss Evison, but, you know, it was time for a change, rightfully so. And we have our bald guy.
Yes.
Hines.
Different bald guy from Mike Yeo, who, by the way,
Different bald
he's
guy.
behind the bench for Pittsburgh. Sarge and I were
right.
watching the game in the other room, and I'm like, oh, that's a skinny bald guy with glasses. I think that's Mike Yeo.
It's got to be. It's the only guy.
Yeah.
Nerd. How's he still in the league? Come on.
We also beat the Oilers Saturday. That was an electric game. And then the loss to the Avs on Sunday was tough, but it was the end of a 7-game streak, 6 games in 9 days. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah, we're going to come back to reality. Yeah, it was end of a rigorous schedule, and you're playing a team that has 2 losses in the NHL through, like, what, 30-plus games or almost? So
35?
35, something like that.
Yeah,
We're
they have
almost
like 8
approaching
overtime losses, including one to us. For
right.
whatever reason, that team is
regulars.
so fucking good at every position, but they
Yeah.
just do not know how to do 3-on-3.
No.
Which is incredible.
No, it's crazy. I don't know. It's the Avalanche are a wagon, but they can't seem to win in overtime, and we had their number. But I was saying if we can just go to overtime with the Avalanche, we're probably going to win. But they weren't going to let that happen again, and they just started scoring.
Yeah,
left
they
and
just
right.
decided
2-3 goals, disintegrated us.
Just decided to pound us in reg.
Yeah.
But some bright spots for the Wild as of recently. Kirill now leads the league, or not the league, the franchise in power play goals.
Good.
You see, he passed Mikko Koivu.
Really, Mikko Koivu had that record. Okay, very good for him.
80-some.
Okay, now we got to retire. We got to retire 97 immediately.
Yep.
Even if he's still on the team, change Kirill's number and then retire that number because we got. That would be an idea. We only have one number retired at the G spot, formerly known as the X. You know, so
One official number.
official number, the number one.
When we were sitting up there a couple weeks ago for the Boston game, I think I asked Zuch, I'm like, dude, if they just took that down, would anyone notice? Would anyone notice if they took the number one retired for the fans down? They should just cut that thing down in the middle of the night.
It's one of those bits that have kind of like, okay, this was cool at first, and now it's kind of like the 9-bit.
It's kind of fucked up now.
It's kind of fucked up now that
Since we haven't
that's
even been in a Stanley Cup in those
no other
25
banners.
years.
Yeah, there's no other banners except for the Mikko Koivu retired
And
number
the Frost banner.
and the Frost banner. Sure,
Banners, yeah.
Banners. You should say that. But in terms of the Minnesota Wild organization, which has been around for 25 years, just Mikko Koivu, and then just Wild fans. We're going to retire number one for Wild fans. They did that on the first game. It's like, this is just weird now.
These fans technically haven't existed for more than a day when they hung that up. If you think about it,
I know.
It's kind of like giving a baby the Nobel Peace Prize. It's like, well, we haven't seen him do anything yet,
and they really haven't as a franchise in terms of even being in a Stanley Cup. But
we're ripping on Wild history. That's not what this was intended for.
Especially in the 25th anniversary season. What are we doing? I'm wearing a jersey,
and we're selling 25
ridiculous.
like hats, basically.
Yeah.
We're just pointing out facts.
We're just pointing out that you shouldn't retire a number for fans.
Correct.
Come on now.
That part's lame.
The number one is for goalies.
Some other good stats though. Boldy, 43 points in 37 games. He's on track to score. Potentially do some Danny Heatley like numbers. Maybe 50 goals this year would be pretty cool for him.
50 and 09 or 07.
Yeah. Hartsey, 6 points in his last 5 games. He's been scoring basically a goal a game. Had the only goal on Sunday. And Tarasenko, I know we've talked a hilarious amount of shit on him on this program, but 4 points in his last 4 games. 4 goals in his last 4 games.
Talked a lot of shit about him, especially when we came back. When we were winning, and then we started losing. But you know what? Tarasenko is back, bitch.
You want to know what they did?
What?
They just put all the Russians on one line.
They did. They have
They're
Trennan and
go over there and talk your language over there.
Yeah, they're like, we don't need a coach. You guys just go speak Russian on the ice and figure it out. No one's gonna understand you except for some of the other Russians, I guess. But I noticed that too. I'm like, something's working. I love this Russian line going.
We're just kind of segregating the lineup a little bit. Look at the second line. You have Johansson and Eriksson. You got a couple Swedes on that line.
Yeah. We're diversifying. We're creating
portfolio.
We're creating a 4 nations within our team.
Yeah.
There's a line for every country.
The first pairing on defense, Faber and Quinn Hughes. That's the American pairing.
Rodin and Spurgeon.
That's more of a diplomatic approach.
That's the diverse line, and we're just.
That's the token line.
That's the token line of the team, I guess I should say. No, we're diversifying ourselves.
If I'm gonna be towing this close.
Yeah. You're teetering the line.
It's Christmas, everyone. Lighten up, all right? You can cancel me in the new year. That's
right.
Fine.
Come on now.
At least let me enjoy the holidays. See, at least I got.
Can't cancel Santa.
You can't cancel Santa.
He's got to deliver presents for all you fucks.
So yeah, we got the Preds tonight, and then we go on the 4-day break till the 27th.
Yeah.
And then here's what's crazy. I mean, obviously the World Juniors is in our own backyard, and your coach of your program is distracted. We've talked about that a couple weeks straight. But the Wild are on the road for like 2.5 weeks. They go to like, where is it? They go to Winnipeg, then they go to Vegas, then they go to San Jose, then Anaheim, then they're in LA back-to-back games with a night off in between, which honestly, if you're going to be gone from the Twin Cities for like 2 or 3 weeks, this is usually the stretch to do it. Mm-hmm. So at least the boys might go get a tan, Jake.
Yeah.
Be in the desert for a long time. I mean, I think it'll be good for them. I think that road trip will be great. Maybe away from their kids who are probably annoying, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I think they've been. It's great having them home and having all these games and having the crowd behind them. But they got to be getting sick of this Arctic tundra up here. I mean, this has been not only a home stretch, but this has been the coldest it's been all year.
Also,
-5 a few games. So.
Yeah, Vancouver's a cold place, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I watched a video on when Quinn Hughes arrived. It was like a behind-the-scenes thing, and they're like, "Did you bring your big coat? Do you have a big coat?" I'm like, "He's coming from Canada, not L.A. or not Florida or like Vegas."
Right.
They were like, "Do you have a big coat? Like, do you have a coat?" Like, yeah, he came from Canada.
Bro, he
grew up in Michigan.
He's a Midwest kid. Yeah, people don't. Those are the people that you don't listen to.
No.
That have no idea what they're talking about when it comes. They're trying to like give them shit or something. I don't know. People are dumb.
I don't know if it was an attempt at small talk, but it was.
Or trash talk.
Swing and a miss.
It's bizarre when people do that stuff. Yeah, it's like they think Vancouver. Like, is there a Vancouver in the Bahamas or something? Like, what are you thinking of?
Or they
mean,
no, they
this is
think
Canada.
they think it's close to Seattle where it like rains all the time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it must be like a really rainy climate.
Yeah, it's like
over there.
Even so, like that's still kind of a shitty, kind of cooler climate. Like he probably has plenty of coats that he can bring to Minnesota. So
Yeah.
that's stupid. Speaking of Quinn Hughes, though, I saw that I think the trade is panning out so far. The 3 points in 5 games, and into a new team. But just the hype around him has just been incredible. Like,
And Vancouver is benefiting from it.
Yeah.
They've won the last 5 straight. I mean, they added 3 decent pieces to spread the love a little more. I don't know if this was a true report. Like, you see these things on Facebook all the time and Twitter, and you never really know what to believe. But apparently, like, Quinn Hughes was so fed up with Elias Pettersson's off-season training routine. Like, he didn't like that he wasn't coming into training camp in shape.
okay.
And I can't remember what the falling out of it was. It might have been like, was there like a party that Elias threw and Quinn didn't show up? Or no, it was Quinn Hughes' going away dinner with the entire team, and Pettersson just no-showed it.
Really?
Yeah.
So they clearly had some beef.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pettersson sounds kind of like a
Baby back bitch.
Yeah,
Wow.
a little bit of a bitch.
Sounds like a bitch, dude.
Remember the whole JT Miller thing last year that drove JT to New York? Like, maybe Pettersson's a little bit of a drama queen
Yeah.
over there.
It's like, dude, you guys are grown men. You're playing hockey.
Yeah, of all sports, you're not a wide receiver.
No. This is the NHL. We don't have drama queens.
No,
okay?
you're not supposed to.
Exactly.
This isn't the NBA.
We're all supposed to be friends. I mean, there's guys that are mortal enemies on the ice, bashing their faces, both of their faces in, knocking out teeth, and they're at the bar the next day having fun. You guys are teammates, and you only show up to dinner.
Yeah. Well, and
So,
it's
you're not going to cut your hand like Jack Hughes did.
right,
At
and
one
then
point
start
at the Tanks
dating
dinner.
Tate McRae.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, good for him.
Good for
Fuck
him.
yeah.
Wow, dude.
Cut off both of my hands to go on a
Dude.
date with Tate
Oh
McRae.
man,
yeah.
I'd be limbless.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
she would still love me
Uh-huh.
if I was just looked like a sack of potatoes.
Chop off my cock.
Yeah, right. You could.
Then you don't get
then,
to use it.
Then, what's the point then of dating Tate McRae?
Sarge,
Oh no,
what would you do if
Sarge,
What would I do?
Yeah.
Oh, unforgivable things.
to date Tate McRae,
Fuck
or just
yeah,
even be in
dude.
her presence. Oh no,
Ah,
she
Her
did look good
spot.
in Calgary. She looked good in Calgary.
she did.
She looked good.
It sucks for her though that Calgary's her home and her favorite team, and they're just an absolute bummer.
Right. I know
Been a bummer.
they suck, but it's Tate McRae. Whatever. She should go to more games. If people find out, I feel like if people like find out or got the amount of people that probably just got tickets.
Well, like
Tate McRae's gonna be there.
when Livy
Yeah.
Dunn is going to games.
The Twins sucked. The Pittsburgh Pirates had a dog shit record.
Yeah.
But people are like, Livy Dunn's going to be there. I remember
Yeah.
when it was happening. I'm like, I'm still not going.
Yeah, there's a 30% chance she's going to be there. I'll hop on a
Okay.
plane right now and cancel all my plans for tomorrow.
Just like when the Vikings played the Chiefs a couple years ago, and there were people there that weren't even sports fans. They were just, I'm just here for Taylor, and they
Right.
brought binoculars, and then they find out 5 minutes into the game, yeah, she's not here. So you just spent $200 on a ticket
To witness
try to-
the Vikings lose, too, by the way,
You
which
know,
they did lose that game
to the
Chiefs.
refs
Yeah,
and
to
the
the
Chiefs.
refs.
But yes, we digress.
Question in the chat here: are there any other generational players the Wild can pick up really quick? I wouldn't say right now, like
it's
generational,
tough.
probably not. But I mean, there's definitely gonna be some guys at the deadline that they can add.
Yeah, someone brought up like Nick Schmaltz and stuff, guys like that. I wouldn't say he's a generational player, but he's a center. He's solid. But yeah, I think it's tough.
Yeah.
There's not a guy like Quinn Hughes.
No.
That you can get this year.
That ship for someone like that is long gone. I think the only comparable person who people think might be available would be Sidney Crosby, but it sounds like he's never going anywhere.
Hey, unless
It's a conversation every year.
and apparently, as I'm not surprised, Fleury is getting some calls from teams and goalie needs. We can bring him on as our third goalie, and maybe they'll bring Crosby here.
They say he's been getting quote unquote calls from teams. Like it's 9 calls from Edmonton only. It's only Edmonton calling him.
Well, we'll call you back in a couple days. No, I told you not to call me again. I'm done.
They're
call you in
following-
a couple days.
They're following up like an aggressive salesman on cocaine.
They're trying to throw probably everything at him. It's like, dude, you can't. There's nothing money can buy at this point for the guy. Like
He's got a
he's
nice
on-
house in Edina where he's struggling to put up skeletons.
He's fine.
Did you see him in that? He played in some like alumni game with Hank.
outside. Was
Yeah.
it an outdoor game or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. He was wearing like it was like
Still got his Lefebvre,
alumni
like,
game.
wild pads.
Yeah, he does. He looks like he's not even 30.
Yeah.
The guy looks like he could still play in the NHL for another 10
I
years.
honestly think if there is a situation where we're as good as we are, and for some reason, like Gus and Wallstad in some freak accident, which knock on wood, both are somehow hurt at the same time. I could see them doing a Phillip Rivers
I was
thing.
about to say.
After seeing, as a Colts fan, after seeing this whole saga with Rivers, and it kind of works.
Yeah, he's
I
not
think it could
bad.
work with Fleury.
Oh, dude, he would be more than willing to, especially since he's living in Minnesota and they need a goalie.
And
Fleury would come back.
He practices with the team sometimes still, like especially when he had one more preseason game to play. Like he was getting reps.
Yeah,
he could do it.
He could, dude. He would take the call in a heartbeat. That guy would throw on the pads and. It looked like he wouldn't miss a beat either.
Right.
I feel like he'd be out there just flopping around.
In that scenario where maybe you have both. Yeah, I know we're getting a lot of comments about this. We're talking about Flower right now. If there's a scenario where both goalies are hurt and we're good enough, like what else would you can't call up Cal Peterson and have him be like the only guy. I mean, obviously he'd be the backup. But Flower, I mean, he lives here.
Yeah.
Still has all the equipment.
It's in the backyard.
Still playing.
Yeah. You know he's working out. You know he's exercising.
The league would love it. It's great publicity.
Oh, dude, imagine if he had a return. It would just be another. It'd be another farewell tour all over again.
Yeah,
but it'd be
he
great.
wouldn't want that.
That's the
thing
is
part he doesn't want.
Because he had like a farewell tour for like 2 or 3 years because he didn't know if he was coming back for the couple years. And last year was okay. This is
Which is
fine,
why
I'm
you
retiring.
never tell anyone you're retiring.
But
because if you don't want that, if you're Coach K and you obviously wanted that and did a whole year of that, then that's different. But.
Yeah. But no, I agree. I think we need more. We need more Phillip Rivers bits. Mm-hmm. I think Phillip Rivers has kind of changed the game of sports.
Yeah,
now
your childhood is not over.
It's not, and he's only 40, but he clearly is still flexible enough to play the position.
He's 44.
He does look 44 when he throws the ball. But
no, I'm talking about Fleury.
Oh, yeah.
Fleury looks like he's 40. Yeah. Phillip Rivers definitely does look a little bit the age. He's out there with a double chin and all that, but he's still looking good, man. He's flinging that ball around.
Sarge, are you wearing long underwear right now?
No.
Oh,
socks.
No, it's those pants.
They're thermal leggings or like joggers.
They do kind of look like long johns.
I usually run in these bad boys.
There you go.
Y'all gonna stream the whole game? No, we're actually going to the game, which is why we should probably move on to the next segment.
Yes, thank you, Mason.
Now
Love
that we've
Jesus
talked
Christ.
about the 25-year history of the Wild and its failures and Marc-Andre Fleury coming back, let's talk about the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves
Beat the Thunder.
They did. It just that Anthony Edwards game-sealing 3 was so satisfying. Just especially after all the events that happened. By the way, Chris Finch is a baller.
Yep.
I'm glad he went out there. I mean, fucking a feather.
Tone.
Just he set the fucking tone. Like SGA had like a finger on his elbow and they called it. Like he embellished. I can't watch him.
And then Julius, I think what started him getting ejaculated from the game was Julius Randle got like hacked in the arm and the ref didn't even call it.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna call a lot of fouls, at least call it fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he just channeled his inner Ron Gardenhire.
He did.
Sticking on Minnesota sports by just getting ejected really early into the game.
Yep. I love that. And Finch has been, I feel like he's had a reputation to get into the refs' faces. Like he kind of has a Ron Gardenhire type aura to him, and I like that. And he's starting to build that kind of persona around him.
Yeah.
I know him as the guy that's just gonna get angry for the right reasons. I think to stick up for your players and stick up for your team and stick up for the game and go Finch.
Yeah.
Chris Finch.
Ant was quoted after the game by saying, "I'm fucking with that. That's my dog."
Yeah.
Which I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Which is very high praise for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like people who don't
dog.
like Chris Finch, like if your superstar is saying that's my dog, that's a good sign that you actually have a good coach. Now
It
I
is.
get people question his lineups and other ball things that I'm not aware of that Finch does wrong, but I mean the fact that Ant is happy with him is a good thing.
That is your best player.
Franchise player, generational player.
One of the best players in the NBA likes your coach. That means there's something. He's a good coach.
Because we've seen what happens when that doesn't happen.
Yeah, when you're dealing with a coach dealing with a general soreness, stuff like that.
Or if you have LeBron and he kind of is the coach.
Yeah, and he just hates
the GM.
just hates any coach that comes in.
And
Doesn't
is
matter.
really into YouTube golf right now, which is weird. If
right.
you've seen him on Twitter.
Yeah, it's bizarre. But no, it's a good thing, and that makes us love Ant even more.
They also took down the Bucks and Giannis on Sunday to cap off a nice little weekend.
Yep.
And then they have who do they have up next?
Who do they have? I was just looking at
This
this.
is really good reporting.
Yeah,
by
this is we're big Wolves guys.
It was something I was very curious about, but did not.
It's
prep for.
sad because I could tell you who the
Oh, it's Christmas Day. The Nuggets.
That's right. We should know this. But
Santa, what the fuck?
No,
What's
but
funny-
no,
yeah.
but
Fuck Santa.
that's priority 2, guys. Max Brosmer plays football the same day.
That's what we've been thinking of. We're thinking of Max Brosmer, and we'll get into that. But that's what we're thinking of. We're hyped for Brosmer, bro.
Yeah.
But no, it's sad because I could probably tell you who Gopher basketball is playing next, which is probably like Abilene Christian or some small ass school.
Yeah.
But then I can't tell you who the Timberwolves are playing in the National Basketball Association. It's sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
I
But
told-
Christmas Day game.
I told Sarge that we beat Texas Christian National Western Penitentiary last week.
Mm-hmm.
College basketball.
A culinary institute out of Texas.
Yep.
Yep. A trucking school.
Right.
And then they beat Campbell, the Campbell Camels.
Yeah, Campbell Soup.
Yeah, the Campbell Soup.
Just a bunch of employees on a rec league team.
Yep.
That's cool for basketball. We're talking about the Wolves.
We're talking about
You
Wolves
guys
now.
are unbelievable.
We love, but you got to.
What I will say about the Wolves.
Santa's got a lot of shit on his mind right now. Okay.
I've got a lot of shit in my mouth from this
Look at
goddamn
it. Yeah,
beard.
he's gonna get a hairball on air just like Kelly.
No, honestly though, like this is stupid to say, but the most reassuring thing about the Wolves is when you look at the standings, they're not in that play-in group.
I was just about to say that,
They usually just linger in all year.
and then they either boost up at the end and get out of it, or they struggle with that. We don't want to go into the plan, but now they've. I mean, I saw they're like 9-2 since Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
19-10. They're sitting in 5th place. Yeah, you just don't go into the plan.
No.
It's disgusting. It's just
Ew.
gross. It's like, and after all that, who's going to be at Target Center tonight? By the way, they're playing the Knicks tonight. Actually,
That's right. Carl Anthony Towns is first time back to Target Center.
Is it? No, he was back last year. Or no, did they play at Target Center last
I
year?
don't think we did.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
We
It's a
played
return.
against them last year, but
Right.
this is his first time coming home.
That game is kind of gross though, because isn't like Jalen Brunson and all like the brood of the Knicks team out? I mean, I don't
I don't know, but I do know the Knicks are second in the East. They're a wagon.
They're
Who,
good,
by the way, did
but-
you see his first in the East? The
Let's check.
Pistons?
Yeah, dude,
When did they get good?
the team that went like 0-25 a couple years ago.
Yeah, they're
But,
a
dude,
wagon now.
The Pistons are due for. I mean, I remember when they won an NBA championship with Flip Saunders 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And that was kind of. And I was 9 or 10 years old, so I didn't have a lot of history in watching basketball at the time because I only existed on Earth for so long. But I'm like, the Pistons won an NBA championship? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? So you know what? This
They
is
had
just.
the bad boy era.
Yeah, they had some fun players on that team, though. Not gonna lie. But
I
it's
was
just
like-
Detroit Pistons.
Hey, you look at the standings and you're like, what's even happening in the East? And you see fucking Detroit at the top. It just feels wrong.
It is very weird. And then OKC only has 3 losses, which we gave them one of them, which is
Delivered
amazing.
one of them on Friday, which means that we can win in 7.
Yep.
So-
it means automatically we can beat
Mm-hmm.
the Oklahoma Thunder in the conference finals this year. Okay, or maybe before. Maybe we'll run into them beforehand. You never know, and then we'll just get it out of the way early, and then we're off to the
Yeah.
races.
Yeah.
So you never know. But the Wolves have been. Like I said, I don't watch them as much as I maybe do Go for Hoops or the Wild or whatever. But I try to watch the games, and as always, just like last year, they're fun to watch.
Friday
which is good.
delivered.
That was great. I watched the end of that game. That
When
was
Ant
awesome.
when Ant took that shot to ultimately seal it, I mean, he did end up blocking Chet Holmgren, I think, on the game-winning shot, or SGA, one of the two. I don't know. I don't like either of them, to be honest. But when Ant threw up that shot, it was so absurd, but you just knew it was going in.
You did.
And it was nothing but net.
He looked like you knew he was going to shoot it, and it was an awkward position he was in, and they were still defending him well, and he was going to throw it up in a weird way, which he did. But yeah, you just had that instinct that it was just his time.
I would have been less confident if he was wide open for some reason.
Well,
it was
what-
like being contested made him even more accurate.
Well, wasn't that his first game back after 3 games too? Wasn't he injured for 3 games?
He was back
Or
first.
was he back
yeah,
before
Friday.
that?
Yeah,
I think he was
Friday
back.
his
So
first game
what
back.
a game back for Anthony Edwards. I mean, I'm not shocked. The guy bounces back from injuries like he's,
Yeah.
just taking a little break with a
Like
juice
he's
box.
23 years
yeah,
old.
he's fine.
Oh wait, he is.
He is only 23, right?
Something like
I hope he
that.
plays like that the rest of his career.
Or is he 23? Sarge, look it up.
He's
Yeah.
really young still.
Sarge. He's got 4 kids, 3 kids.
3, 4. Maybe there could be a fourth. We'll find out soon.
Yeah.
There'll be a fourth. I did. Speaking of Wolves, like history and lore, I did see it was like the 30th or
24.
24. I think it's 31 years since I just saw videos around the internet. It was 31. It's been 31 years since the infamous shot from Isaiah Ryder in 1994, which we weren't born, where he like grabbed the ball and there was like 2 seconds on the shot clock and just threw it behind him. And it just switched.
Yeah.
It was always on growing up. We always saw it on like best plays of all time lists. And if you haven't seen it, you probably have seen it. Like look up Isaiah Ryder. That happened on like December
31 years ago.
That happened in like December 22nd, 1994. But it was just like, it was the most random era of Timberwolves basketball. Guys you probably wouldn't even know, like 1994 Wolves basketball. This was pre-Kevin Garnett.
It was a trick shot.
So it was basically Harlem Globetrotters in the NBA.
Steph Curry before a game.
Yeah, I think it was in Sacramento, so it wasn't at Target Center. But yeah, look that shit up. It was like the 30th anniversary of that. It was a great shot. Literally not even looking. It was like full on just recess shot.
Yeah.
Just fucking around
the
playing
bell
horse.
just went off?
Yeah.
I'll just yuck one last one up.
Yeah, or just, it's like you're playing
or
horse.
you're playing horse and
Yeah.
you're trying
All right.
to close them out.
Make this one. Just
Fuck it. Goes in.
nothing but net.
Yeah.
So shout out to that play.
All right, let's talk about one of maybe the most difficult football games to watch of the year.
Oh my god, that was so brutal.
gross.
Pure torture. Felt like we were actually working a job while watching that because it was just mentally straining and boring and depressing. And they won, which is great, but it just McCarthy gets hurt again. It was so weird how it happened too. Like it obviously happened on the forced fumble, but then when they're standing there in like a little huddle and Josh McCown like just grabs his hand a little bit, he looked like he just got stabbed with a knife.
He looked like he was tased.
Yeah, because he had a hairline fracture. Like that probably doesn't feel good on your hand.
No, I think I had a similar fracture when I was younger, and no, it's you barely touch it, you're just shooting pain throughout your body. So I can't even imagine, and it's probably even worse for him. I mean, I don't know what was it.
Was that blindside Tookie hit?
Who was that O-line guy that we know?
Justin School.
No, it wasn't School, was it? I think it was.
Who blew the coverage?
Yeah, what's his name? We know him.
Ryan O'Neal.
I think it was Ryan O'Neal.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things where like he was just sitting there. He probably should have backed out and blocked him, but like not McCarthy's fault at all. Like
no, the O-line has been. I mean, it sucks.
Shoddy.
Darasaw's been on and off. Ryan Kelly got hurt again.
Yep.
And the toughest part about his injury this time was he hit his head on the top of the medical tent when he was walking into it.
Yeah,
that?
I saw that. Right, it's like this is just.
While he's already wearing a Guardian cap from 2 or 3 concussions, like it's just
this year.
It sucks.
It's like that's just the summarizes this season, right? They're just getting injured and then he just bumps his head on the way into the tent. That just sums it up, man. That's just our luck. But yeah, the that was I was getting Raiders Vikings game vibes. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I asked Sarge. I'm like, which game is worse, this one or that one? That one was worse.
That one was so bad.
Dude, how about the story where at one point Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones were both in the blue tent and they like looked at each other and Jones is like, well, someone's got to get out there and play. So he just fought through what might have been a sprained ankle or at least a rolled ankle or something. Because there was a point where like they got hurt on back-to-back plays and it was both their ankles.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep, it was.
So it was just an ugly game of injuries, like right as McCarthy was starting to get rolling. I mean,
he was moving.
Interception he threw was not his fault.
No, not at all. And he was looking good.
He was looking good.
He had that run in the red zone, which like I swear to God, he doesn't scramble a lot, but when he scrambles in the end zone, man, like no one is stopping him.
You know he's scoring. If he starts vision. If he gets past that line of scrimmage and they're at the 15-yard line, he's in the end zone.
Yeah.
Which is awesome to have, but it got to a point though where I'm like, are we about to lose to the New York Giants, who are 2-12, and Jackson Dart just went down?
Was this about to go to overtime? Because I didn't want to watch anymore.
Dude, it was I did dude. If it went to overtime, I would have gouged my eyes out.
Call it a tie and let's go home.
Seriously, both teams were not making the playoffs.
The Vikings
give us a tie.
The Vikings almost didn't get there. Their plane had issues. They were flying over Detroit and they're like, hey, We got to turn around.
They're like, we might have to postpone this game, and like, oh, how
Just
the rest of the
fucking
country, the rest
call
of the
it a tie.
yeah, the rest of the country be like, oh, it needs to be postponed. Oh, I was looking forward to waking up at noon to watch the Vikings and Giants play.
Yippee.
Yeah, right.
It was, and Sunday was like a nice day too, weather-wise.
Yes,
so
it was.
That would have been such a shame to be able to enjoy maybe a holiday light show or, various outdoor Christmas-related activities rather than watch Jackson Dart attempt 4 passes and complete 2 of them.
In the first half, right?
Yeah.
Or the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, there was a point, by the way, when the Vikings had the first interception. Was that who had the pick? It was
Byron Murphy.
It was Byron Murphy.
Yeah.
When he had that interception, he had just as many receptions as the entire New York Giants offense.
Mm-hmm.
They were tied at 1.
Right? Yeah. It was so bad. The Giants are so bad. And
Just disgusting.
it was a disgusting game. Like
It was good though to see Justin Jefferson start to look like
Yes.
himself. I mean,
Yep.
he had a couple really good runs after the catch.
Mm-hmm.
That catch he made
from Brosmer.
to seal the game was
Yeah.
incredible footwork. Great throw, great catch.
Kudos to Brosmer for coming in and looking, and obviously they didn't want him to air it out like he was in Seattle and opening up the playbook because they want to try to play more conservative and everything. But he made a couple of big time throws to seal the game.
Jake,
Came in he was serviceable.
the Brosmer redemption arc starts
Yep.
now because
Yep.
he's probably playing the last 2 games of the year.
Dude, for sure. And how satisfying, like, I'm definitely going to be watching the game on Christmas now because, like, how satisfying would it be for Max Brosmer to knock the Lions out of the playoffs?
Yeah, I would love
Especially their fans have just been brutal the last few years. They had these high Super
few
Bowl
weeks,
aspirations.
DK Metcalf just punched one of them in the face.
Good. Yeah. Fuck them. Fuck the Lions. Like, no, seriously. Like, they have been so annoying. I know they had such high Super Bowl aspirations, and now they're 8. They're on the verge of going 8-9.
Yeah.
Or 9-8 and missing the playoffs, which is hilarious.
And
We're
they're
battling for last place in the NFC North. That's what's on the line,
Yeah, dude. Remember,
which is funny.
People have been resurfacing when Dan Campbell was like to KOC. We'll see you in 2 weeks
Yep.
in the playoffs. Look at in a year
I know.
how collectively worse both teams have got. Now, to our
Granted.
credit, at least, I'm pretty sure Detroit is mostly healthy, right?
They're mostly healthy. They're returning everybody. There's no reason they should be in this position.
They lost 2 coordinators.
Yep. I know they lost
Pe-
Ben
which,
Johnson.
which people tried to say, we'll win without him. I don't know.
I don't know. Is Dan Campbell a good coach, or did he just have good
Glenn?
coordinators?
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. I mean, that's for a Detroit podcast.
This
I can worry
this
about
game
that.
might be disgusting.
It might be a
Yeah,
bad
Thursday
game.
as well.
I mean, the Lions might they are going to come in furious and hungry to win to keep their playoff chances alive. So, but I'm just hoping the defense can do. The Vikings defense is just fantastic. by the way.
Fantastic.
And special
Jake.
teams, dude.
And special teams,
Will Reichard.
Ryan Wright, Will Reichard. I saw the Vikings have had now 6 straight games, I think, without a passing touchdown or something like
Yeah.
that. Just incredible.
Yeah.
The best, it just sucks again. Going back to the original argument, where if they just came up with a smart plan on the quarterback's position way back in April.
Yeah.
To just you should have got not even a Carson. There were other quarterbacks available, veteran type quarterbacks available in April that you could have brought in, put them through a whole offseason instead of for some reason going through Sam Howell just to discover he sucks in the
Right.
preseason, which
Right.
we all
This-
knew.
This was known information by
And then we
people
get-
who aren't scouts.
And you get Carson Wentz at the beginning of September, has had no offseason, has to learn the playbook in a matter of 2 weeks. And it was slim pickings at the time. So we had to get Carson Wentz, who we know has an injury history.
Could have gotten Phillip Rivers.
Could have got Phil Rivers. Can you imagine Phil Rivers in those games when McCarthy was out? We won a couple of those
would be
games.
so fun.
We beat the Eagles. We probably beat the Eagles, and we probably beat Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. And that's 2 games we could have had back, and we were in the playoff spot right now.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. But, way it
The
goes.
Packers are fucked too, so
They're fucked.
At least that feels good.
They're going to probably make the playoffs, but they're going to lose. I still think the Bears are going to lose in the first round.
Please hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
Eli, shut up.
Oh, my gosh. Eli,
hey,
calm down.
I'm gonna be wearing this to the game, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm already itchy, and
I'm gonna wear a
I got
helmet.
about 3 hours in this.
Probably. No, you're good. We're drinking some captain's patches and stuff like that. So, and he's probably just freaking out on wherever.
Well,
that
all right
tournament is.
then because we got to get to the game soon.
Well, just
What else you got on the Vikes? Going into Christmas Day.
yeah, just a Christmas Day game. As Vikings fans, we go for the motions. Just cheer for them to win and not get last place in the NFC North. And what a little recovery for the Vikings. They were 4-8. Let's finish the season 9-8.
And at least we get to play on Christmas. That's fun.
Yep.
Like, regardless of how good or bad you are, it is cool that, you get to play on Christmas.
It feels like Thanksgiving all over again, except your team is playing on it, so you got some football and your team, just cheer them on. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Eat food, open up presents.
Exactly. All right, let's end here with a little Gopher talk. The rate bowl, not the guaranteed rate, not the mortgage rate, the rate bowl.
When I keep saying rate, I feel like I'm going to say rape.
That's what we were saying last week.
It
feels like the rate bowl.
When they get rid of guaranteed, the rate bowl, I mean.
If you say it too quick in a sentence, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you're going to the rate bowl?
Yeah, see?
I'm going to go to the rate bowl.
Like,
what?
The B, it's kind of like in It's Always Sunny. Like, you got to fill it to get into this boy's soul. When you put two letters that close together that sound like each other, it sounds like you're saying something else. Anyways.
Yeah, we digress.
That game is day after Christmas. PJ is going to attempt to cement his legacy as an undefeated coach in bowl games.
You know what? And that's incredible. I don't care what bowl game it is. I don't care if we're playing New Mexico. It's better than New Mexico State, by the way.
Correct.
The Lobos have a better I'm not going to go on about how they have a better program or something. It's New Mexico. But I think we were actually supposed to play Iowa State. I think that was the rumor, and they, of course, were one of those bitch teams that backed up. We're not playing a bowl game. Well, fuck you, dude. It's another opportunity for.
Go to Detroit the day after Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously.
Go to Tulane. Go to Tulane on Christmas Day just so you can play the fucking Northwestern Wildcats the next day. But I agree. You got to play in the bowl games because if there's no bowl games and you're not obviously like a top 30 team in the league, what's the point of the whole season?
Right, exactly. And, you play because there's only 12 teams that make the playoff, and you want to make the playoff, but this is an extra postseason game for your players. You're going somewhere warm. It's rewarding. And, just go out and win. And have a good time. Get an onside kick or two. Why not? Yeah. During the year. So I'm happy for them. I'll be watching. I'll be up at Red Lake, but I'll be watching.
And it sounds like everyone's playing. I haven't seen any news on anyone like opting out of the game yet, or
like I saw an interview with Anthony Smith, who is our stud linebacker.
Yeah.
Who is a star. He could be one of those guys that doesn't want to play, but he is playing because he's an awesome fucking dude. They were interviewing him. He's like, I'm ready to
quit
go.
on
Let's
your
go.
teammates.
No. He was being interviewed. He's like, I'm ready to go. This is super fucking fun. We're ready to be in Arizona and spend Christmas down in the warm. Like, we're happy. I'm like, dude, it's essentially a paid vacation to go somewhere warm.
Yeah, why would people
for a week?
Why would people who choose, by the way, to live in Iowa State, aka the people who play for them and work for them, they decided to play there and to coach there.
Yeah. In Ames, Iowa.
Why would they choose to be there instead of Phoenix?
You're just sitting
in Iowa.
In fucking bumfuck Iowa. And I know some of them probably live around the country, I get that, but these coaches especially that live there.
And are probably going to be working back to work on the recruiting trail.
Right. You're sitting in Ames, Iowa versus playing at it's not just playing the bowl game. There's festivities around the bowl game and everything that they put these players through. You get paid dinners. You get to go out
there.
Maybe you'll go play Pop Stroke or something.
Yeah.
Eventually they're going to go to Pop Stroke. That'd be funny.
Go to Talking Stick.
And they're not just playing. And mind you, they're not playing at University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. They're playing at Chase Field. They're playing at a baseball field. That's an awesome experience.
We've seen football games this year at baseball stadiums.
Yes.
It fucking rocks.
Really, it's fucking awesome. So you know what? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, or could be a couple time lifetime opportunity. I don't know how you say that. For some of these guys, sure, maybe they'll play at a bowl game a few times, but for some, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Or what about for the seniors who are going to be accountants and insurance agents and someone like the rest of us who want to play in one more game?
One more game.
And you're like, no, it sounds like too much work for a stupid trophy. Like, that's dumb.
No, it's a bowl game. You're ultimately playing. I guess New Mexico is actually they're 9-3 or 10-2. Like, they had a great year. You're still playing a postseason game, and you're not playing in the playoffs. You're not playing for a championship. And I agree that some of the bowl games, it's kind of stupid and all that, especially now with the playoffs expanding. But you're still playing in a postseason game against another team that fought hard all year, that won a lot of games, and you're clashing. And why not? It's gonna be a good game. It'll be fun.
Gorgeous time in the desert.
Yeah, during a very cold time in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So, I know in Mexico, this is just another day for them, but whatever.
I suppose they're just going from desert to desert, but
they're going to a better desert.
Play one more game. Yeah, much better desert.
New Mexico's sketchy. Sketchy state.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
That's honestly all I got on New Mexico. I don't know anything else about that state.
A lot of missing people cases.
Yes,
missing person cases
cartel.
in New Mexico. Cartel.
Jerry Kill.
Yep.
At one point.
New Mexico State.
Yep.
He was at New Mexico State, yes. Right, the notorious handshake that people thought was going to happen. Yep,
That
Albuquerque.
place exists. I've heard Albuquerque is not a nice place, by the way.
Yeah, I heard it's kind of nuts around in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Richard Pitino.
Yeah?
Oh, no, Richard Pitino.
No.
He's coach of Xavier now.
Oh, Xavier.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's bounced up ever since we got rid of him.
Yeah.
So.
Anything, speaking of Gopher Hoops, that you want to share with the people who might or might not care?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you don't care. I'm going to tell you.
You're going to listen, bitch.
You're going to listen, bitch. The Gophers still 1-1 in the Big Ten after a week.
Haven't played any Big Ten opponents since.
So they're still 1-1.
You can't lose in the Big Ten if you're not playing in the Big Ten.
That's a plus. And they beat the Campbell Scoop Camels on Sunday, killed them decisively. So
An NIL deal there, I feel like.
there definitely is.
Campbell.
Or Campbell Soup or Camel
It might
cigarettes.
not be very good. That might be a bad investment.
Camel cigarettes.
Campbell's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Campbell's Soup. But
Camel cigarettes.
and they're moving up the net rankings. They're 106 in the net rankings.
Okay.
I checked bracketology. They're not in the bubble yet, but we're getting. We were at 150.
On the outside looking in.
Moving up. We're on the outside looking, and
In the
we're
hunt.
sniffing around. So there's Gopher Hoops.
Well, the net rankings.
The net
I
rankings,
remember
dude,
after
it's
we
so
beat
funny.
Indiana, you're like, we've moved up to 120th in the net ranking.
Yeah, 126. We moved from 152 to 126, and I was a little up. I was a little
Yeah,
disappointed.
that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You beat a ranked team, a top
Yeah.
15 team, and you only move up 20
That is-
some places.
That is a lot of spots, actually, but it's just we just played such a shitty schedule and had a couple of bad losses in that Acrisure Chupacabra Invitational, whatever it's called, that just knocked us down. So it's kind of hard to claw back, but we're up to 106. We're almost in double digits in
Yep.
terms of net rankings. So
Brick by brick.
brick by brick, motherfucker.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
No, it was not. So Final Four inbound.
Also, next episode we'll have some World Juniors to share. I think we're going to the game Friday. Some will be going to the game Saturday, Sunday. Sarge, what days are you going?
The Monday.
Are you going to the Monday one?
Yeah, the gold medal game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's going to be us in it.
awesome.
Fun.
So go USA. The last time we watched USA in two different sports, we've lost,
Yep.
Sarge. So good
Hell
thing we're
yeah.
not streaming here
Maybe that's it.
because the Ryder Cup was bad and Four Nations was bad.
So hopefully this goes well. Well, it's a new year.
Yes.
That was all 2025. So hopefully 2026 brings us back. I mean, this does start in 2025. So maybe
Yeah,
we'll still get
championship
that,
game, though, is 2026.
but pending the Olympic hockey even happens, we'll hopefully that goes our way too.
yeah.
We went on about the rank a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will get built. It's
Yep.
ridiculous.
All right, folks. Well, that just about does it for another episode of 10K TV. Make sure to keep buying our merch, 10ktakesmn.com. Thank you guys to everyone who supports that and buys everything, especially this holiday season. Also had a few people ask about last-second Christmas gifts and if we had a pop-up shop. We don't, but if you do want to buy a piece of merch, do what I do. If something's late, just print off a picture of it, put it on an envelope, and say it'll be here in 4 days. You can wait. You can wait.
You can always do the. There have been plenty of times where I've ordered something, maybe not even late, but it's just delayed, and I tell
Yeah,
my
just
parent,
blame us. Say they're a bunch. Look at their Instagram page. They're degenerates. They're drunk all the time. Of course, this is not going to show up on time, but I know you'd want it, so I'm going to get it anyway.
I'm not smart at logistics, even though we kind of are, but no, it happens all the time. We're like, your birthday present's on the way. This is an IOU, or this is a picture of
Yeah,
the gift. You
yeah.
can open the gift. It's coming here in 2 days. It doesn't need to be there physically yet. Okay?
Yes. So
Got time.
even if you want to get a late Christmas gift, do it now. Print off the photo. We'll do a personalized. Jake will do a cameo. He'll send a personalized cameo to whoever wants it if
Yeah.
you buy merch now,
And even I'll do a cameo of Kirk Cousins, which doesn't happen anymore.
which isn't relevant.
Which isn't
anymore.
relevant, and it's a rarity.
You're going to get it.
Oh, by the way, that could happen next year.
It might.
Kirk, it actually could. If he's released by the Falcons and we need a backup quarterback,
Who will?
Kirk has looked good, man.
Whether you're bringing back JJ or not as the starter, which you obviously are,
They definitely are.
you still need a backup.
You need a good backup.
Keep Roseman at third string because
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a good
I
story.
like Rosemary. I want to keep him around.
Yes.
It's a good
good vibe.
It's a good bit.
The cities. But
Good bit.
also, if you're going to any Wild Games or Frost Games, Captain's Patch, 105, 115, C13. We're going to be getting that here in a little bit. Thanks, guys, for watching, listening to another Tuesday edition of The Rundown on 10K TV, and we will see you next week.
Merry Christmas.